You know that person who goes completely silent when they're hurt? The one who says, "I'm fine," but what they really mean is, "I don't even know how to explain this yet." Most people think that person is cold, distant, maybe even manipulative. But the truth is, they're not quiet because they feel nothing. They're quiet because they feel too much. And if that's you, this might explain everything. When you go silent, people think it's a choice, like you decided to ignore them, shut them out, play some kind of emotional game. But that's not what's happening. Because when you get hurt, something in your body changes. Your chest feels heavy, your thoughts get loud, and suddenly, words feel out of reach. Not difficult, impossible. That's not attitude. That's your nervous system. Most people know fight or flight, but there's a third response, freeze. And freeze doesn't always look like panic. Sometimes it looks like silence. When emotions hit too hard, too fast, your brain doesn't prepare you to talk. It prepares you to shut everything down just enough to survive the moment. So when someone says, "Just tell me what's wrong," and you can't, it's not because you don't care. It's because your brain is trying to hold you together. You're not shutting people out. You're holding yourself in. And this didn't start recently. No one is born hiding their pain. Kids cry, they scream, they express everything freely until something teaches them not to. Maybe you were told you're too sensitive. Maybe you opened up and got ignored. Or worse, your feelings were used against you, so you adapted. You got quiet. Not because you stopped feeling, but because feeling out loud started to cost you something. And your brain never forgot that. Now here's what people don't see. When you go quiet, your mind is actually louder than ever. You're replaying everything. Was it my fault? Why did that hurt so much? What do I even feel right now? If I speak, will I make it worse? Your silence isn't empty. It's processing. Deep, careful, intense processing. Because for you, words matter. You don't want to say something you don't fully understand yet. So you wait. And here's the part no one talks about. Sometimes, your silence is not just protecting you, it's protecting them. Because you know, if you speak while you're overwhelmed, it won't come out as truth. It'll come out as pain. And pain can destroy things you actually care about. So instead of reacting, you pause, you hold it. You wait until you can speak without breaking everything. There's something in psychology called the window of tolerance. It's the state where real communication is possible. Outside of it, nothing good comes out. Some people shout, some people cry, and some people go silent. So your silence isn't avoidance, it's timing. You're waiting until you can actually handle the conversation. But here's the problem. What you need is patience, and what you usually get is pressure. Why are you like this? Just talk to me. This isn't fair. And every time that happens, it reinforces something inside you, that your emotions are only valid when they're convenient for other people. But here's the truth. When you finally do speak, you mean every word. You've thought about it. It replayed it, filtered it. So when it comes out, it's not a reaction. It's a conclusion. And that's rare. In a world where people say everything instantly and regret half of it, you say less, but you mean all of it. So no, you're not cold. You're not broken. You're not difficult. You're someone who feels deeply, processes carefully, and speaks only when it's real. And yes, the wrong people will misunderstand that. But the right ones, they'll learn your silence isn't distance. It's just how you find your way back. And one day, you won't need silence the same way you do now. Not because it was wrong, but because you'll finally feel safe enough to speak without fear. If this felt a little too accurate, subscribe. Because sometimes, and the people who say the least are caring the most.